Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is lilpeacox and I am Paige. Today I decided to build my apartment in The Sims 4. So as you can see, I started with a shell that I manipulated a million different times because, I obviously didn't get the sizing right the very first time that I did it. But I live in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment. And we've got, a living room. We've got 2 walk-in closets. One of them is a semi-walk-in closet. The other one is actually a walk-in closet. And so, then I just go and I delete all the interior walls that I don't need. And then I start on the kitchen. So, our kitchen is a U-shaped kitchen. It's kind of, it's not the biggest kitchen, but it's an apartment complex. And so, we actually moved from a 1-bedroom to a 2-bedroom when we found out that I was pregnant. And the counter space in the 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment, not the counter space, I guess the counter space too, but the cabinet space is there's not as much as there was in the 1-bedroom apartment. So we were a little worried. We were like, where are we going to store all this stuff? Because I have a lot of kitchen stuff, guys. I love baking. So, I've got mixing bowls galore, measuring cups, measuring spoons, liquid measuring cups. So, and I cook sometimes, but baking is definitely my passion. So I have a ton of kitchen stuff. Anyways, our laundry room is right off of the kitchen in a separate little closet. It had bifold doors on it, and when we moved in, and we just ended up taking them off and shoving them in the back of the laundry room closet because they were super obnoxious. And so we were like, nope, we're getting rid of these, and we just stuck curtains over the front that we rarely close. We close them when there's people coming over, but it's just a hassle to open and close them. So then we have our dining area right there, with our little high chair and our plant that our little boy likes to get into all the time. That's fine. So after that, we've got our living room area, which here I am going to place the desk, which is where I do all my videos from. So now you know where I sit and record these videos. You'll be able to tell once I start designing the back behind me. You'll be able to see all this stuff that's behind me. Because, not super fancy yet. Don't have a green screen or anything. So, yep, there's my 2 monitors, which that monitor was giving me so much pain. Such a pain. Could not get it where I wanted it to be. And then finally I got it to a decent spot, and I was like, good, we're done. And I guess it's a TV. I faked it. It's a TV. Because all the computers come with keyboards and a mouse, so I had to use a monitor. We literally, that's probably about the size of our TV that's sitting on our wall. And that fireplace, as you can see before, I finicked with it, changed it to a bunch of different ones, and I was like, okay, this is the one we're using. And then it didn't actually be the one that we ended up using, so I ended up using. I changed it again. Obviously, I did not like the options that we were given. And all of our furniture, we pretty much it's hand-me-down furniture. So not hand-me-down clothes, hand-me-down furniture. We've got a lot of it from my husband's grandma when she moved out of her home. And then we've gotten just some free stuff that people were getting rid of. So none of it matches. None of it does. Our nightstands do match. But, that's about it. That's about the extent that it goes. And then this is our master bathroom. Not very, grand, but it's an apartment, so what do you expect? And then the lights, like I couldn't figure out what lights I wanted to use. So then I just went back to the same lights that I had before, but I sized them down because they were huge. And then I added a half wall in order to get the toilet paper roll to attach to the cabinet, and then I ended up deleting it later. So the toilet paper roll is still there, but it's like not even attached to the cabinet. It's like this far away from the cabinet, but you know, whatever. It's there. That's where it is. And then here's our master bedroom. I finished with the nightstands a lot and the couch. Finally found a couch that I liked. That's our grandma couch that's sitting in there that our big dog likes to sleep on at night. Our little dog loves to sleep with us. She's not little, I guess. She's like a medium-sized dog. She loves to cuddle, so she has to be like right up next to somebody when she's sleeping, which is super funny. And here we have our guest bedroom / our little boy's room. So we have a double bed in there, so I just put 2 single beds, like, and kind of like smushed them together because it's not as big, it's not as wide as the queen bed. And so I didn't want to use a queen bed because then it would take up more space than I wanted it to. So, and then we have like a little cubby next to the bed, so I used whatever, you know, something that was similar. And then we have our little rocking chair. He's in his crib right now, but Sims only has the bassinet as like cribs for little babies. So I put a little toddler bed in there. I changed it because I decided I didn't want the bassinet in there. So then we have his bathroom that's right up into his room. So our bathrooms are super weird. They designed it as if like roommates were going to use it, and so in order to get to either of our bathrooms, you have to walk into the bedroom, which is super weird when we have like people over, because it's like, oh yeah, just, you know, walk into our bedroom and walk into our little boy's bedroom. And so yeah, it's crazy. It's weird, but you know, we've gotten used to it. And so then this is he has the larger closet of the 2. So he has the actual walk-in closet, which we've shoved full of so much stuff. We have a storage room that's off the porch, off the balcony area, which you'll see later, but like we store a lot of our stuff in his closet. And then we have like a little, it's like a peninsula. It's not very wide, and it doesn't have much of an overhang. So if you were to like put bar stools there, it would be like super obnoxious because you don't have enough knee space. So I just played around with a half wall, a pony wall, and decided to use that instead. And then I started doing all the, you know, all the little knickknacks. Got to put all those things in there so it actually looks lived in. So, and like putting the things on the shelves, guys. We store our dog food behind our trash can. So, hey, I was making it as realistic as possible. So, yeah, the shelves were a pain in the butt because, you know, some things don't snap up to them, and because they're just not meant to go on those shelves, I guess. And so I was like, okay, well, I had to like move them and then raise them. And our microwave is actually one of the above the stove microwaves, but again, Sims 4 doesn't give us those, so I messed around with it. I put it there and then ended up later deciding that I wanted it somewhere else, and I moved it. So then we have canvas art above our dining table. This one, obviously, I hated the options for. I decided when we were doing this, I was like, we need some more artwork options. Like, I know there's quite a bit, but I'm like, I need a variety. Like, I need some more with like people in there. Once I I made myself in The Sims. That will be the video for next week that I'll upload. Once I make the rest of my little family, I'll probably have one of my people be good at photography, get her skill up in photography, and then take some pictures of her family and post those on the wall in different places, which hopefully that will work better. But like, I was having a hard time figuring out what I wanted to use, because I was like, no, this isn't working. I don't like this one. I don't like this one. Okay, fine. This one is the closest, so we'll use this one. Oh, see, here we go. Changing the fireplace again. I'm like, oh, that one's okay. Nope, we're not using that. And ended up going with that one, which you will see on my upload in the gallery. I titled it My Apartment Second Story. And then, of course, it's lilpeacox for the gallery name. And then here's the closet. We don't actually have shoe shelves. We just have our shoes like lined up again along the bottom of the closet. And we don't have a dresser. We have shelves on the, so we have like two rows of shelving that like we just fold our clothes on and put those. And so that's what we use as like our folded clothes, and then we hang the rest of our clothes. And so as I was like designing this, I was like, okay, but like we don't have a dresser anywhere in our house. And then I was like, okay, but in order for like them, like I know you can change your outfit like just by clicking on your sim, but if you want to change your sim's outfit with a dresser, I was like, I have no dresser. So I ended up adding a dresser later. Here I am, trying to figure out what pieces of artwork and wall art that I wanted to put on. Here I'm designing. We have a mask from Mexico, a mask from Africa, and then we have two other things. We have a Mayan calendar, which is what I'm using as the circle on our wall, and then we have another thing from Mexico that we got, so those are on the wall. And then that's a little knick-knack that I made when I was in school at a different place. Yeah, this shelf, guys, a pain in the butt, because nothing that I wanted to use actually snapped. It would snap, but it would like only snap to the middle, like these books. And I was like, okay, no, but I want to add more than just that one book in the set of books in the middle. So then I had to like move the shelf and move the books, and like it was such a pain. And this thing I realized only snaps to like a wall, or where a wall is supposed to be. So I was like, yep, not using that. So, I mean, obviously it's not like perfect, but like I tried to like get decorations and things that would kind of go along with and kind of match what my house had in it. So yeah, and like this is literally the most detailed I've ever made a build in The Sims, with like all the little knickknacks and stuff. And I was like, oh, this actually looks lived in now. It doesn't look sterile. I don't know. A lot of the things that I do now though are modern, which are more simplistic designs. So I guess I kind of have an excuse for that, but it was actually a lot of fun to actually like just go through and like add all of these pictures and this art and little knickknacks everywhere. So that was pretty fun. It did take a lot of time, I will give you that, but it was a lot of fun to go through and do that. So, oh look, and then I found a different picture and I was like, oh, I like this one better. I'm putting that one there. Real quick, guys. And we have a glass thing up on the top of the shelf, so I got a glass encased typewriter, which is not what we actually have up there, but it was glass, so I put it up there. Here I am making our little shelf. My husband actually made this shelf that we have on our wall that's like right here. So, and then we have a Nintendo Switch. Don't have those in The Sims 4, but so I added another one. And then I was like, oh, we have bamboo right there. And I was like, oh, this is kind of like bamboo. And then I was like, duh, we have bamboo in The Sims 4. Actually something that we have, so let's use it. How about? And then we've got the Venetian blinds that go across our glass sliding door. And then I'm like sitting here like, what the heck do we need? And I'm like, oh, I have a picture right there, so we'll add those. And when I first started building the apartment, all of the countertops that I used the used countertops because I'm like, oh, well, it's an apartment and people have used it before us. But then I was like looking at them when we were in the kitchen later, and I was like, okay, but they look pretty dirty, and our counters are pretty nice looking, even though they are used. They don't look very much like they're used. So I was like, we'll just switch them out. Which, when I was doing this build, I actually got to use a lot of the things that I don't normally use because they're just not my style. They're not my, that's funny because it's my house. But like I said, it's like all hand-me-down furniture, so not really my style. But so that was fun. I got to use a lot of the things that I don't normally get to use. Like the counters, I don't really ever use those counters because I don't really like them. If they had different color options, I think they would be better, but they were the closest to our counters and our cabinets because our cabinets don't have like any knobs or cabinet door handles, and those are the only ones that don't. So I was like, okay, I guess we're using these. Here's our little storage area that I was telling you about. It's just off of the porch or the balcony, depending upon what floor you're on. So I just like put some storage boxes and things in there. And then I was like, yep, good enough. Okay, moving on. Because I also realized that we don't have a lot of storage item options. Like we have like a bunch of clutter options, but that's things like, you know, like books and magazines and CDs and pencil holders, but like we don't have like clutter, like storage bins and stuff. So, which you can also see, like I was having such a hard time in our second bedroom closet because, like I said, that we store a lot of stuff in there, and so I was like, oh, I don't know what to do with this. So see here, yep, there I go, deleting all of the first floor furniture. And then I go back and end up deleting the interior walls as well because walls do cost money. So I was like, well, we'll get rid of these. If I end up going back and redo and filling in the second and third floor as well, then obviously the walls will come back. But yeah, and then here I am. I'm putting windows, siding, adding the chimney. What else, guys? What else? And then the roof. Adding the roof, which I ended up changing like a million times. As well as the breezeway ended up changing a million times because I thought I was doing it right the first time. And then I was like, wait, no, this is not how it works, guys. I was literally, as I'm building this, I kept looking out this window that's right next to the computer at one of the buildings that's next to us. And I was like, wait, how does that look? Wait, how does that work? My husband was like, what are you doing? Just creeping. I was just creeping on the neighbors, okay? So, yeah, I finally ended up getting it to look in semi what it looks like. So, I mean, it's pretty close. It's not perfect, but it's close enough. So, got the stairs all the way up to the third floor. And then in the video, not in this video, I ended up going through and doing landscaping and adding picnic tables and grills that we have. I didn't record it because I was not thinking about it, and I just like went and did it. And then as I finished, I was like, oh, I wasn't recording that. Oh well. But in the gallery, it is got some landscape and some picnic tables. So here's the roof. Did I actually? Yeah, the breezeway's done. I finished the breezeway, guys. Look at me. I figured out how to do it. And so, yeah, that is pretty much it. I think I go back in a little. Nope, I didn't finish the breezeway, guys. Here I am fixing it again. And so, I go back in a little bit later after I'm done with the outside, and add some more things into the interior. So I'm like, oh yeah, we need this. Oh yeah, we need this. And that's in the video, I'm pretty sure. So obviously, you know, I obviously also had issues with the railing. I was like, no, don't like this one. Nope, don't like that one. Changing. And then I ended up just changing the color. I was like, it's just gonna be white like the trim is. So, and then I did a really stark black roof, and then I was like, no, that's not actually how it looks, and it looked weird because the colors on the outside are kind of like muted grays, and then it was like this stark black roof, and I was like, no, that doesn't look good. Yeah, see, here we go. Adding some more little knickknacks. Adding the dog toys. Gotta have those. Yeah, and it was like so hard because I knew that they didn't have what I wanted to put there, like what we actually had. So I was like kind of just searching, like, okay, well, what can I put there instead? And I ended up going with the base that I downsized a lot because it's huge. So yeah, and then I ended up just putting a plant there. Adding our little, yeah, and then I was like, well, if I'm using that there, I can't use that there, so I added something else there. And then it was bugging me that the shelves in the closet were not the same color, so I ended up just changing those. And then I added some men's clothing because I realized that most of it was just women's that I had in there. And yes, I take up most of the hanging space in the closet. My husband uses, and probably most of the shelving space. Yeah, I have a lot more clothes than. Sorry for that shaking. My dog just bumped the desk. So yeah, here I am designing the closet that I told you like was giving me trouble. We keep his clothes organized in bins. So I was like, oh, this is perfect. These will work great. But then the rest of the stuff is just like boxes of things, or we store sheets and pillows on the top shelf, and wrapping paper, which they didn't have, like wrapping paper, which I was super surprised about because they have a lot of holiday, well, depending upon if you have the seasons pack or the holiday celebration free pack. Like they have a lot of holiday decorations, but they didn't have wrapping paper. Unless they do, guys, maybe I missed it. If I did miss it, tell me in the comments below, like, tell me where it is, because I couldn't find it. I swear I'd seen it somewhere, but I was sorely mistaken. And I was like, oh yeah, pictures right here. Forgot about those. Like, obviously, I was forgetting about things a lot. And I'm pretty sure I forgot some things, but that's just where they are. That's just how it is, guys. I obviously didn't put everything that I have in my house in this apartment because that would take way too long, and we have way too much stuff already. I don't know, guys. See, there I go. Changing the, what are those called, guys? The cabinets, the counters. Changing the counters. I realized that I didn't change the ones in the bathroom, and I was like, well, it's done. It is what it is. It's fine. Then I added lot traits, changed the name of the apartment. I tried switching the thing, and I was like, no, I don't like it that way. Then there I go, changing the roof back to the color that it was before originally. And then I changed the railings to a white color to match the trim, because that's what it is. It's actually not. It's like a gray color, but I didn't like it. I couldn't find a fence that I liked that also matched the railing on the stairs, so we got rid of it. There I am, adding it to the gallery. So thanks for watching, guys. Tell me what you liked, what I could do better, and if you want me to design the second and third floor, tell me what kind of style you think I should do those floors. Let me know. Please subscribe, like the video, comment. Thanks for joining me. See you guys.